Okay, now I have to go to YouTube. Oh no, there's so many. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm
We
just
got this.
glad this piece is you. I just sit here and I'm like, do. Yeah, Katie, do the thing.
Here you go, my guy. Okay, we're
Make
live.
do the buttons and the
Okay, I think this should work.
I don't
I
know.
think that's the. I think that what's. Okay, it's saved. Now the question is it on the project? Did I do it right?
I'm looking at Backer Kit, are we there?
Oh, no, I didn't do it right. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm so sorry, people. I thought it
It's
might
not
just be the.
6:30 yet.
Oh, it's not 6:30 yet. Okay, okay, okay.
Mm,
I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna touch anything. I'm gonna wait. Now it's 6:30 is the
usually a good
question. Is this
strategy.
did it? Oh, there it goes. Okay, it worked. Perfect. All right,
Oh,
I don't
we're
have to do
live.
anything.
Hello?
Yay! Hello.
Yeah.
We'll give people some time to show up. Whoever.
Yeah.
There's four people here. Hello.
Hello. Where do you see that? On YouTube?
At the top next to live. Can you see the top next to live? Can you see the live number on StreamYard? And there's a
Mm-mm,
little
I can
eyeball.
just see
Oh,
the timer. I can't see the number.
oh, there's five people
But that's
here.
fine.
Hello, Brittany.
Hello.
Yeah, we
It's
have a. I'm very. Hey, hi guys. I'm very excited. Not at all nervous. I know my books. It'll be fine.
yeah, totally fine. You're definitely gonna know the answers to all of these.
Of course, I just pure professional.
Yeah.
Locked steel cage trap, whatever. Starting good. Yeah, we'll give it a couple minutes, I guess, and just I always just want to like start things, and it's like,
I
Katie, give people
know.
time to do
Give
the
people a
thing.
second. Yeah, but
Just
I'm very excited. I've got my questions. I I did mark the correct answers earlier because I had not done that, and a few of them I was like, I'm gonna make sure I'm right on this. Like I did do this
it
a couple months ago.
it being multiple choice should hopefully help.
I saw
Because
some people on the project today though saying that the multiple choice was making them second guess themselves. Like they were
well, I mean,
good and then
you
they
you
saw the
chose
answers and they were like,
really you chose really good like alternatives that I was like, that would have been interesting. But I have like yeah, no, I second guess everything because of ADHD because as soon as I move on, it's gone. I now keep really extensive notes because there's no memory of anything. But I was telling Jenny earlier, I'm like, I was on a podcast at one point and they were like, here's quotes from your characters. Which character read it? And I'm like, I didn't write that book. Like, I
it's
don't know
funny you
what you're
said that
talking
because a
about.
fair number I was like the theme today is going to be like quotes and who said what and was the first thing people said to each other. So that is a fair bit
Shit,
of the
cool.
questions we're doing
It's
today.
fine.
And I
It'll
was
be
like,
great. It'll be
yeah.
so good.
I'm such a good friend. I'm very excited for you to
We
fall on
do
your
it for the
face.
we do it for the lulz. I have no pride when it comes to this stuff. Y'all know what a disaster I am. Like, this is why I have editors so that they can corral me and why I keep extensive notes because it's a sieve. It's just gone. Like, I the time the calendar of like the timeline is so remind me to show it. I'll show it to everybody when the series is done. You can't see it yet, but I'll remind me to show it to you because it's just a disaster. It's like weird stuff's highlighted because like Persephone's pregnant, and so it's like how far along is she? I don't fucking know. Like what would she even be
Pregnancy is so
showing?
mean to have in there because it is a fixed amount of time. You do have to sort of figure that timeline out.
There was an
Not just
edit. Nope.
time,
Yeah,
seasons. I
no,
don't
you
know
can't.
whether. It's
What do you
fine.
mean? What do you mean 3 weeks isn't 4 months? Like what? What? Or vice versa? The 16 weeks isn't 2 months. Like I don't understand. I what?
When the editors are
So
like, what season is it? I don't know. Like, it's fine. It's
does
fine.
the outside world sort of exist?
Ridiculous
Maybe.
questions.
Yeah, where's Olympus set? Ha! Jokes on all of us. I don't know. Because I would have said it was probably in the Northeast, but then the audio narrators chose, well, the audio production company, whoever did that, um, chose to give them English accents, and I'm not entirely, nobody
Oh,
asked me about it. And so, which is, they're great. The narrators are phenomenal.
no,
I'm
that's
not
kind of
complaining.
cool.
but it's funny because it's like they have British accents and like
Oh, I didn't know that.
it just yeah, it just makes them more like out of time and place really. So it kind of works.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, it's people I could I mean, they gave me like input on who the voice actors would be,
Mm.
but like after that I didn't hear anything until it was time until people were like, "Why are they British? Why does he say Euro so weird?" I don't know, guys. I didn't get to hear it ahead of time, and it is not gyro. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Moorcock. I
Oh dear. Yeah,
was like I was like,
that's
"Is that a British thing?" It's not. It's not. It's just a silly little thing. It's, if you know, you know, I guess.
I mean, I can't say a goddamn word because there are at least four words on every audiobook that I narrate with the proofer comes back and is like, that's not how you say that. I'm like, good, I've been saying it wrong my entire life. Like, I
I
think it's a reader problem. Like
it
you just read
is.
words, you don't necessarily speak or hear them.
Well, and especially with like, yeah, no, I've gotten to the point where I'll just say it. I'm like, I know this isn't right. I'm just gonna say it. And some poor soul in my vicinity will be like, actually, Katie, it's pronounced like whatever. I'm like, yeah, well, did you know what I meant? That's probably the wrong attitude. Did you understand the context? Yes, cool. Thank you for correcting me. I am still not gonna remember that.
Yeah.
Um
Should we jump in?
yes, 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 yes.
Oh, Shannon's here. Hi, Shannon. Yay,
Shannon,
Shannon.
we love you. All right, yeah, no, let's jump in and y'all can I'm very curious on if you'll know more than me. Should I not look at the
Yeah,
comment? No, I'll look at the comments. I'm in that.
I think we can poll the audience. We can phone a friend. You can't phone a friend. Um, unless you're literally gonna phone a random friend and be
I don't
like,
need
hello.
there's like two people on my Patreon that keep me honest in a way that like I'm never prepared for. Because they're like, this one short that you wrote 2 years ago that you completely forgot about, they mentioned that the baby's name is X and you named the baby Y here, and like that doesn't make sense. And I'm like, I
Can I
kept
just
bad
pay
notes.
you to look at the
Right.
other ones?
I
Like,
appreciate your attention to detail. I'm so sorry.
okay.
All right.
Question number one. If everybody wants to play along, we'll just, if I was technologically savvy, we would have these pop up, but I had the best intentions, but we're gonna do them aloud. It's gonna be good. All
It's
right.
gonna be good.
What is the first thing that Psyche says to Eros? Your choices are, is that blood? A. B. Late arrival? Or C. Excuse me?
Jenny, you're so mean to me. How dare you? Like,
I'm a
um,
bad friend.
God. I so like I want to say is that blood, but I feel like that's probably not the answer. But that feels like the most dramatic thing that I wrote this scene. This is a fun little fact for y'all attending. This scene existed in like edits. It didn't exist in the first draft because my editor's like, why would she agree to marry him? Like, or why would he even ask? Why wouldn't he just murder her? And I'm like, I don't know, she's hot. And she's like, okay, that's fair, but like you gotta give them a moment together that like so people really believe that they like could do the thing. Um and I don't have any memory. Is it see everyone they feel like it's me.
There's not a whole lot of people are jumping in there with confident answers, so I think
So
everybody
I
is
feel
stumped.
better. Thank you.
Okay, so the answer is B, late arrival question mark.
All
It
right. All
is
right. Well
very
done,
quickly
Brittany.
followed by is
Babes.
that blood? I think is that blood is like the third thing she says.
Okay. Okay. See details? We don't know her.
So, all right. Question number
Yeah.
one is a no. All
No.
right.
It's a good thing you guys don't have me on your team. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Be
I would have
bringing you
gotten every
down.
single question wrong. Katie and I were just talking about Oathbound, and I was like, I must have read those first two so fast because I remember nothing. It's coming back as I'm like four chapters in, but when I first opened it, I was like, who are these people?
Yeah, like I'm like I remember Nick, I remember Sel, I remember Tor, and like Mariah and obviously Valak.
I mean,
But
yes. That came back very quickly.
But like some of the other circumstances, I'm like, wait, who murdered who? I caught up. I'm catching up. I'm listening to the audiobook right now. It's very good. Um,
Okay,
anyways, yes.
this
Okay.
one might be easier. It's hard
Okay.
because so
Don't
many of
lie
them
to
I'm like, no,
me.
this has to be this person. And then I'm like, well, but it could. Okay, who said it? So who said this quote? You're going to be the death of me.
Every
Was
character I've
it
ever written. Okay.
right? Was it A, Hades, B, Achilles, or C, Eros?
I
I want
don't
I want votes
think
in those
it's
comments. You guys gotta
Hades.
commit.
I don't like it. That doesn't feel like Achilles would be like my instinctive, like that's probably Achilles, but like that's more of a Patroclus thing to say. Um, yeah,
All of
like
the
all of the
above.
above.
Yeah,
Right.
it
See,
does
see,
feel very much.
it feels very much like if I was a good person, I would do this thing, but I'm not. That's in every single one of my books. Um,
That's a Katie Robert brand.
yeah. All right. I'm gonna go with instinct, even if I don't think it's right. I'm gonna go with Achilles. I think it might be Eros.
It was Hades.
Shit!
Yep,
Damn, yo. Okay, this
yep.
is fine.
But the
If
the
see,
comments were nailing it.
there was a couple. I see Elizabeth with Achilles, like, but yeah,
Um, okay. Who said this one? Stop being stubborn and let me suck your cock. I really hope we're allowed to say cock on Backer Kit. Hello, Backer Kit. Jackson, are you watching this one?
don't comment if you are. We don't need to know. No. Do I
Is
get
it?
my?
Oh, you need your
Okay,
answers. You do. Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
you just have to come up with it. Your choices are Persephone, Psyche, or Patroclus.
I'm pretty sure it's Persephone. I feel like they had an argument about that at one point, and he was being
It
more
is
precious.
Psyche.
Guys, that's I'm 0 for 3, 3, 4. So many.
Uh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh for three. We're doing good. We got some psyches in the comments though. No, it is not
Yes,
shit
Katie.
Christ. Katie, it's not shit Christ.
I
Shit
mean,
Christ was
listen,
not
give
an
me
option.
time. You never know what could come out of this brain.
uh, okay.
Damn.
Question
Okay.
number, I don't know, four? I think we're at four. What is the very first thing that Hades says to Persephone? Is it run? Is it faster? Or is it come?
It's run. God damn it, Jenny. Is it?
Okay, see, I'm panicking now because
Like, where
I
is that? No.
so I think on this one I was looking on my Kindle instead of on the final drafts from the book, and I noticed that later farther down it says like run or like, he repeats run or run he repeats, and I looked back and he hasn't said run yet, and I'm like, oh no, do I have an
Damn.
uncorrected version? No,
No, no,
I gotta go
that
check the
was
final. Um,
so then it
so
would
the
be
answer that I have is come. But now I am
damn.
going to pull up the actual book and
I,
check it.
you know, I would believe the continuity because that the first book went through like 10 different
It would
versions,
be
which is
really funny if I've just got an early version and because all the others I went and pulled the final, but Neon Gods was the only one that I was doing the one that's on my Kindle, which was probably like, I don't know, an early draft.
thank you,
Let me
Brittany, because I'm also second guessing everything I know about these books and I
check
read
it.
them.
We're gonna check it. Run. You use the word run a lot.
I use the word run a lot, especially in that
Kick off
book.
the heels and run from LA.
This just proves to me that I would be really terrible on the Dropout show. Actually, um, because what do you mean? I need to know details, specific details. I think I've answered one question right in all the seasons I've watched, which is embarrassing, frankly.
Mm. Oh, I'll have to check it later. Okay.
Okay,
I
okay.
am gonna bore people staring at it. We will find out whether Jenny just had an early version or not. So number four, question mark. We don't know, but
But
Katie's answer was
also,
run, right?
yeah, I've I've written so many books since then. Like that was like 5 years ago
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, this is mean.
I
But
love
you
it.
knew what you were getting.
I did.
Um,
I don't mind.
okay. Who said this one? They don't see me. No one fucking sees me but you. Is
What are my
it
options?
Cassandra, Psyche, or Hades?
God damn it, Jenny. That's oh no.
Because that's another,
Uh
like, it's such a theme in the series. Like, that's
yeah. Cause like
so your options again, if you guys didn't catch it in the comments,
they,
it's Cassandra, Psyche, or Hades. They
it's
don't
gotta
see
be
me. No one
I
fucking
mean,
sees
I
me but
say it's
you.
gotta be Cassandra, and you're gonna be like, no, it's Hades. In which case that's about to happen. I my choice is Cassandra. Is it Hades?
It's Hades.
God damn it. Chat, you betrayed me. Also myself. I betrayed myself.
Oh,
I guess that
oh, I
makes
was
sense because she didn't give a shit what anybody thought of her. Ugh.
okay. You might get this one. You might get this one. Are we ready?
Don't
Okay.
get anyone's hopes up.
All right. Who said it? You're a whole lot more agreeable. You're a whole lot more agreeable when you're choking on my cock.
Oh, I know this one. This is Achilles.
Okay. Yay. Ding, 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 ding.
I do know this one. I didn't need see. Look, I know my books sometimes when it's my proud disaster bisexual.
Okay. What is the dedication in Radiant Sin?
Jenny, what the? Okay,
Is
go.
it for everyone who loves mess? Is
No,
it to
that's
Tim,
cruel
I love you
seduction.
forever and always? Or is it to Jenny, it's a pleasure sharing an aid with you?
That one's got to be to Tim because I'm pretty sure the mess is cruel seduction, and sharing an aid would not have been radiant sin because that book was my problem child, and that was not. Yeah, so it's got to be the um to Tim one.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's also because
Two in a
Apollo's the
row.
nicest of my heroes, and my husband's quite nice. So
No. Yeah. Okay, where are Apollo's parents from? Is it Sweden and Japan? Is it
it's
Sweden
Sweden and
and
Korea.
Korea? Ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding. There we go. We're on a roll.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
because he's based on this, or like loosely based on this model that I was really into for a hot minute, like just on
Mm.
Instagram, who is Swedish and Korean. And I was like, you're pretty. I'm gonna take that. So
I would just love for Jenny to be like, it's me. Yeah, I mean, I did. I was like, should I put the one in there that is actually dedicated to me? But then I was like, no, I'll let Tim have it.
which one was it? Which one was it that I dedicated? I mean, I dedicated several books to you. I know Learn My Lesson was one of them, but that was not
Mm,
this. Um,
I pulled it up earlier. I'm trying. It's not Neon Gods. I think it's
no.
Electric Idol
Okay.
because
Interesting.
it's not Cruel
It's
Seduction or Radiant Sin, right?
no. I know
I'll
things,
double check
y'all.
later, but I'm pretty sure. If I wasn't looking the answers up, I would be fucked. So it's fine.
Hey, I got a couple
Um,
right. It's not a complete loss.
yeah. Okay, what is the first thing that Apollo says to Cassandra in Radiant Sin? Thank you. You didn't have to come all this way, Cassandra. Thank you for bringing this.
He- hmm. It's probably either A or C because you didn't have to come all this way. He's much too polite to start with that. And it's not look at that ass because that's what he was thinking as she walked away at the end of the chapter. Um, oh, I'm gonna be wrong again. I thank you for bringing this.
It
Is
is
it
B.
God, you
Yeah,
guys,
the
well,
comments is
told you.
right. You didn't have to
Well
come all
done,
this way,
comments.
Cassandra.
Well done, comments.
Um,
Well done, chat.
and Katie and Morgan both double checked. It is Electric Idol that's dedicated
Okay.
to
Oh,
moi.
sweet. Thank you for checking.
Um, okay, how many times does Cassandra say the phrase "I'm fine" to Apollo?
What, you want me to count and remember things? Okay.
Is it
All right.
4, 6, or 10?
We're gonna
This was just a
do
random mean one.
we're gonna do 6. We're gonna go in the middle. I know C is the one that you pick everyone for, and eventually one's right, but we're gonna guess B.
It is A. It is
Really?
4. I thought it was a funny one because I feel like she says it more than she actually does, but I think it just
See?
it's the vibe so
Yeah.
often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all like, yeah, that's
Yeah, it
her. She's like, "I'm
feels like
fine, I'm fine." I'm like, "No, it's okay. You're not."
she probably thinks it a lot more than she verbally says it. Maybe
Mm,
that's why we feel like, or maybe that's just the vibe.
um, okay. This one could be anybody as well. So, who said, "If you touch me, this will end too quickly"?
Oh
Is it
god, every single
Eros?
one of them.
Is it
Okay.
Apollo or is it Hades?
Yeah, they all will come in their pants immediately. Um, I'm gonna say arrows.
It
Am
is Apollo.
God, damn me.
You know, you got some right. It's okay. We're doing okay.
It's a good thing that I have, like, no shame when it comes to this, because the humiliation ritual would
Right?
be really hilarious.
If you were like actually bothered, yeah, no, I would be like,
You're doing
what are the main
fine.
characters' names? Who is
Right.
this person's brother? You're doing a good job. Proud of
Yeah,
you.
look at you, you know your books, well done. Oh, goodness, okay.
Is everybody else keeping score? I want to know what the score ends up being.
I think I
Okay,
only
I think I
answered
have
2 correctly.
yeah, I think I have two left, and then I will add up your score. Let me
Okay.
scroll. Okay, who said, "But saying stop can be sexy"?
Helen.
It is Helen.
See, when
We
I know, I don't even need to hear, but I
yeah.
remember that one. Yeah. Or maybe I just remember Helen and Achilles and Patroclus a lot stronger than,
I was about to say
like,
that seems to be the book that I was just looking to see you've gotten the most from that book correct. It's
yeah.
like stuck in your brain better. That or I'm just
I
asking easier questions.
I just love them the most. So,
Um, okay, last question, and it's a good one. Who said one cock is as good as another?
okay, what are
Is
my
it
options?
Helen? Is it Aphrodite? Or is it Cassandra?
I feel like Aphrodite is that's a mean thing to say, and so that she's real mean. I like her.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is indeed Aphrodite.
Yeah, queen shit right there. God, she was so mean. I
I know I
do
got to
appreciate
that
that.
line and I was like, "Oh." I think it's
It's
followed by, like, "You could be anyone," and I was like, "Oh, damn, girl."
like he's like, "Oh, I'm wearing a condom and I'm gonna have you touch it to make sure, like, you so you know you're protected." And she's like, laughs at him. Like, she's so mean.
She's
Just
so
like,
mean.
he deserves it. To be clear, he is a murderer and he deserves it. However, there were times in that book when I felt a little bit bad for his. I'm like, oh shit, like, damn, it's okay. He had a donut. Like, see, Greek names be fucking me up. Is that how you say that? I've been saying it wrong. Man, I might have been saying it wrong the whole time.
I've always said it Adonis, but
Adonis sounds more
it's hard
accurate.
because the actual well, for like, ancient Greek and modern Greek are not pronounced the same way. So, like,
Mhm.
I took ancient Greek, and I know the ancient Greek pronunciation for things, but that doesn't have any bearing on how people say things either in English or in modern Greek, and then yeah, like, it varies, so I don't even know, like, it's fine.
I I to this day pronounce Eurydice phonetically before I correct myself in my head every single
That's
time I
funny.
write, like, because I I think the first time that I realized how you say her name might have been when I listened to Hades Town. And I was like, "Oh shit,
That one took me a long time too. I
I
mean,
was
I
like,
think I was
"Oh,
probably in
I
like college,
well, I mean, yeah,
but
I
I was like studying the classics. If it didn't come up in speech at some point, that would be ridiculous. Um,
right, right.
the one that always bothered me was when 300 came out, they call him Leonidas, but in ancient Greek, because we were translating pieces like that story of
Mhm.
like Thucydides' story of the 300, and it's Leonidas. And I was like, who the fuck is Leonidas? It's Leonidas. Like, what are you guys doing? And then, yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's like Heracles, like that I think that just sounds weird to me because like we all kind of grew up on the Hercules, like the Roman version of it. And
Oh, like
so
Heracles. Yeah.
Heracles, oh my God. Do
I
you
was
hear
like,
this?
what are you saying?
Yeah, see, sometimes I say things and people don't know what I'm trying to say, and they're
It
just
was
like,
until you said
hmm,
Hercules, and I was like, oh, Heracles. Yeah.
Heracles. Yep. Um, yep.
But in
Yeah,
ancient Greek,
somebody
it's probably Heracles. Like it, the emphasis and the
I can't even fully blame ancient Greek though, because very early in my author career, I had named this hero this thing, and my editor kept being like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course I'm sure." And then she finally called me and was like, "Say this name out loud." And I'm like, "It's Gerald, like Gerard." And she's like, "That's Gerald, Katie. You've named this hero Gerald, and that's how you say that name, and that is that the name you want for this hero?" And I was like, "No." It's not
no.
actually. Sorry, Gerald. But actually, there's a book I'm about to read where the hero's name is Gerald, and I'm like, or nope, Gerald. But it's gonna be Gerald in my head because he seems like a sexy man, and I
You're
can't.
making Gerald sound. My only association with Gerald is the Gerald the giraffe book, like the giraffe that can't dance. You don't know this one? Oh God, I like have this one memorized. It's yeah. So
No,
Gerald's
see,
like a big goofy giraffe to me.
oh, see that's the vibe. That's the vibe. No, I have Brown Bear, and Goodnight Moon. Those are the two that I had to read so many times.
There's
So
a trail that we hike here pretty often, and the rangers take a children's book every month and divide it up and like laminate the pages, and they spread a page all the way down the trail so that the kids can like walk and they read a page at each point in the trail.
that's
And
cute.
right now it's the Gruffalo, and I took a group of kids there last week, and we somehow missed the first page or like the first two pages. And the kids were like, "Oh, we missed the start. We're gonna have to go back." And like in unison, seven moms all read off the top of their heads the first two pages of the Gruffalo. And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah, buds, we
but
do know that book quite well, actually. Yeah,
yeah, we
yeah.
got this one.
There's
We do not have to turn back. It's gonna be
no
okay."
spoiler alert. We know how this goes. Oh man. Oh
Um,
boy. So that was like
I had been
three, correct?
counting. No, it was more than you think it was. It was one, two, three, four,
Four.
five, six. It's actually, you got six correct and six incorrect, and there's one where we don't know if I had the correct answer or not. So you were 50%,
It's
which is
probably
it's like a D, but it's fine.
hey, these get degrees. I wouldn't know that because I don't have a degree, but like they do. So oh man, that was great.
Yeah. You did a lot better than I would have. I
It's
Someone I
because
was just on that like romance cruise with readers, and somebody came up and they were like, I'm reading such and such, or I'm reading one of your books, and I was like, oh cool, which one? And they were like, and they said the person's name, and I was like, is that one of my books? I don't know who that is.
someone recently was like, "Oh my god, like I would love to read more like in he's like more in the like the Crimson Sales series." I think no, not that one. Not that one. In the Court of the Vampire Queen series. And I was like, I might like go back to it at some point. And they're like, "I would love to read Asher's book." I'm like, "I don't know who that is. I have no memory of that." Oh, but I'm gonna have to if I did promise my editor I would consider a sequel at some point in the next couple of years if if I get space in my schedule because I've been noodling some noodles, but
Mm.
I don't, it probably isn't going to feature Ash. Wait, no, Asher's not one of the main guys. I don't know who Asher is. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sitting here like if you put a gun to my head, I couldn't tell you any of their names. Like not a single one.
Rylan, Wolf, and
Oh, I should have been able to
Malachi.
get Wolf, and now that you say Malachi, I'm like, of course it's Malachi, but like could not have produced it on my own.
No, no, God, I keep writing like polyamorous. Like I have a book coming out with 5 characters, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it's fine. I'll remember these later on. It'll be great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I my kids are in a woodworking class right now, and I swear it's like a joke. Like the names on the roll are there's like not a single name. It's like Rafe and Boston and like
Gen
I don't
Alpha, we had a kid in my youngest class named Leviathan. Like, hands
hell
God,
yeah.
Leviathan. I'm like, what a badass. Like, and
That's a
apparently
lot to
that's
live
not
up
the
to.
only one. Like, they're like, I'm like, how do you have more kids than one named Leviathan? Like the monster of the deep. I mean, I know there's more to it than that, but like, yeah, 5. It's Wicked Villains second gen. It's the second one in that like new trilogy. Like Wicked Pursuit is
There's
technically
art
second
for it.
gen, but it stands like on its own. And then the 3 in like the official trilogy to start or whatever, we'll see where we end up is all Yasmina and Jafar's children. So it starts with the middle, the fuck boy, and then it goes to the baby, the only daughter, and it's a 12 Dancing Princesses remix with its poly with like 5. It's a why choose with 5, and then it ends with the oldest, and it's a Pied Piper remix, and he broke his word, and now he has to pay. So Epiphany's a great name. I That's cool.
Yeah, as is Lucifer, frankly. It like
But
yeah.
I Lucifer's cool, but like I feel like you'd have to. I feel like school would be really hard, like
Yeah, I
because
know I
like
wouldn't
of
do it to my
especially
kids, but
yeah. um especially depending on like where you live. Like I guess if you live somewhere where like Christianity wasn't so baked into every detail, like maybe it'd be less of a problem,
are,
but
are those places? Where are those places? I'd like to know.
surely that must exist somewhere.
Hmm.
Sorry, we're just
Yeah.
chatting now. You're here. You buckle in, buds.
Um,
um, yes.
has everybody been doing the trivia on the project? Do we like the trivia? How are we feeling about the new backer kit platform? If you've been with us on Kickstarter before, any questions about the project? What you guys got?
Yeah, we're available. We're here.
Have you been getting the trivia right on the project?
I Cruel
There
Seduction
was
went
a
from like fifth
dramatic,
place to like first, and I
yeah.
see you. I
Did
see
they like
you.
rally the team or did that just happen?
I think they just everybody knew who Helen kissed. More trivia. Okay, okay. Yeah, no, I listen, you can never feel bad because if you do more than 50% accuracy, you're doing better than the author of the books. So, um
I feel like we should drop one of the questions from this call as a trivia question so that the people
yes.
who were on the call get like a bonus because you watched and you know the
Yes.
answer.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that.
Which
I like that
question
a
do you
lot.
guys want us to do? It can be our secret.
Yeah, if you have an
Oh,
opinion on this
yay.
question.
You
Yeah,
like the change to backer kit.
we also like oh, yeah, let me I'm gonna actually no, I won't leave. I'll text the mister to deliver the proof to me. Um I'm gonna text on my computer so I can text faster.
The I'm fine one. I gotta if I'm doing that one, I have to like quadruple check. It's the ones that are going in the project. I've been like so careful that they're right. And this one, I was like, oh, it's fine. So the I'm
Yeah.
fine if I've
I'm fine. That one was like
well,
a
because somebody's gonna go
clever
check me on it, right?
surly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so bear with me because it's hard to photograph because the edges are shiny, and so it just doesn't show up the best on. But like you, okay, so this is how the edges look like by themselves. And then every time I do this, I'm like, I swear to God, there's a picture there. I promise there is. But you can kind of, oh, no, see, and I can't even angle it properly. It's just like a little hidden kind of, it's not, the black makes it kind of hard to see. So it's more like a, if you know, you know. But it's Hades like reaching up. It's that portion of the, it's this portion right here, like this slice. Um, So, yes, that is, but they look like black with some vibes, but they don't have the sprayed edges. Like I know we did the mock-ups and I know it's confusing people and I'm so sorry. Um, but yeah, it's more like a little secret. It's a little secret. But I think the wow factor in person should be really nice. I guess you can kind of see them like again, it's you can sort of see it, but the lights make it hard because it's shiny. Because like there's his arm right there. Oh, right there. And that's his face. So I guess you can kind of see it. I don't
And
know.
then when
This is
you
the first time we've done this, and so like I don't know if it would like I've only ever seen on Bibles or like the people that like hand paint it on like Lord of the Rings, which obviously we cannot
mm,
mass produce. But I'm really excited to experiment with this and like maybe we'll do some pop-up shit in the future. Like I I want it so bad. I want pop-up in like this
I
part of
that
it.
hits my like just childhood, like the pop-up and the
The-
where you can like pull things and things happen. Like I need it now that you've said that it's a possibility. I'm like, it's happening.
We have my a local friend Danny Romero who runs Bookish Baddies. Yes, it's Bookish Baddies. Yeah, it's a like a subscription, like a special edition. And she shares like some of the stuff that they do with me and just like, oh, like here's a thing that you can do. Did you know you could do this? And then we share information like that. And she recently or is about to do one that has a pop-up in it. And I was like, oh, the possibilities are so cool. So yes. So
Especially a pop-up and it's all dicks. Katie, you get a gold
that's a
star.
jump scare and I like it.
Oh my
um
God, that's what you they'll like pull in and out as like dirty things.
I mean, I was thinking it being like humping, but like that's so much better than what I was playing. Our printer is going to be like, no.
You pull a thing and people's clothes come off. Like
Yes, Jennifer. The last five will be together. They will be launching. I mean, we have not contracted. Words are hard. Contracted with Sourcebooks over it yet because it's kind of a moot point until the series is finished, which will be mid next year. So chances are it'll be 2027 because our crowdfunding campaign next year is Bonkers season 4. You are gonna want to buckle up for this one. We're going very excited. Anyways, no spoilers. But so we and we don't do more than one of these big boys a year because it's just not sustainable. Like we have other things we do for work and lives. But so probably in 2027 will be the campaign. We'll talk about it after Shattered Gods releases. But our designer is already on board. She designed the spines so that it's a full cohesive picture.
one complete picture with all 10
I
spines.
might
Like,
ask for the mock-up like cleaned up of it so we can show you guys before the campaign
been
ends.
a really common question, so I think it
Yeah.
would potentially be
Yeah.
good to show the draft.
Yeah, we'll do one of
Yeah.
these updates at some point. But I'll put it on my list. I'm getting my wisdom teeth out tomorrow, so I'm gonna be kind of MIA for a couple days. Hopefully only a couple days. um, but that's on my list and I will email her tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty
But
of time to save.
yeah, that's the other
Right.
thing. We figured if we split it 5 and 5, we weren't like 10 would
It's
just break the bank in every way.
it's
So
it's just not like it, yeah, the shipping would be crazy. The cost to like buy the books would be crazy. Like it's hard enough for folks right now without being like, it's $700 or 500, I guess it would be, but like, that's too much money. Let's not do that.
No, that's yeah.
Thank
When
you.
I just start going like, huh.
No, it's too much. Um, yeah, I think we're kind of, I know we technically go till 7:30, but like we kind of exhausted and like we could keep talking about weird kid names, but um
I've got yeah, yeah. I've got oh, I was about to tell a story of a friend in college who had a really interesting name, and he was notorious for peeing in people's dishwashers. He would get drunk at night and pee in people's dishwashers, but now I can't say what his name is because it's such a recognizable name, and I don't want him to know that I was talking on the internet about him peeing in dishwashers. But I mean, there could have been worse places for him to pee. At least you could just like run it. But it
but
was, yeah,
also like that's an upsetting surprise to be
yeah,
like,
it wasn't great.
oh,
Yeah,
oh, and like that's the thing. That's the thing you do. I guess that yeah, it could be worse, but like still, like, yikes, bro. Hope you grew out of
yeah,
that.
yeah. I hope so too. Get it together, bro.
Oh man, listen, can I don't know when we're gonna talk about season four officially, but
It's every single time we do something, I'm like, let's tell these people. Let's just, it's
oh
fine.
yeah, I can talk about the end paper art. So I have only this one yet. I think it's by Isabel Bartnicki. So this is the obviously the Hades and Persephone one. They're all kind of like this, where they have the couple or thruple or quintuple. No, quintuple would be five, right? Whatever the quad, knot, the open poly knot, on this page, and then
Why are you
like
making
some
it hard,
pretty shit
Katie?
over here, and it's on both sides. Um, and the art or the art for it is on the page. I think we're gonna have the full set of proofs soonish. I
Yeah, I
think it's
think
shipping soon, so
it,
before the end of the project. So, I'll do like a little video like on YouTube and share it to the page or whatever to so you guys can see it, like actually like go through everything really slowly and yeah. Listen, Lindsay, I'm not good at keeping secrets. The fact that I've kept this locked down and it's been a while since we decided on like what we're doing and like some of the authors said yes quite a while ago and like oh, the final redacted character. Okay, I can give you a hint, but like if you don't want spoilers, you should earmuff or take your ear pods out or do something because don't get mad at me, internet. Yes, there's a hint. Um, she oh
that's your
like
hint.
no, she I've seen a lot of guesses, not very often the correct one. Um, she is a very prominent side character, like very prominent in one of the first couple books. And she shows up a little bit periodically later on, but she see, Katie, you can take spoilers, but some people get really precious about it. And I respect that and I want to maintain there is I if you're not on Patreon, don't worry about it. But if you're in Patreon, there is a spoiler chat thread that I shared the book plate art, which a bunch of people were like, "Oh, I know who that is," like looking at that person. So, if you're there, you can go peep on that. But if not, yeah, she shows up in the at some point in the first couple books, like first three-ish books, three or four, and she shows up again throughout the series, but like she is stole every scene she's in, and I love
I'm
her.
just not
Yeah.
saying a word because
um, I did see some people be like, "Oh my god, I bet it's Demeter," and I'm frankly that would have been brilliant. That would have been really brilliant, but
yeah, that would have
this
been good.
worked better with a number of things with like everything. So I'll explain more once we like get there. Yeah, same. Listen, unless I'm like, I want those characters to kiss. I got nothing. Yes, the image on the
The image
coin
on
is
it,
the
yeah.
same on both sides. Um
I don't know if Shannon's still
Demeter
here, but Shannon designed
Demeter
it for us.
yeah. Demeter would be clever. That would be somebody said that and I
I
was like,
know.
that was a really smart thing, and I didn't do that. But it would have been
Yeah.
a problem for other reasons, and so like it's better that that didn't happen. But
And I
my
think the
brain knew
way
what
that
it
it's
wanted.
working out is it's right. It's
I will say
closing the
book 10 did
circle.
make me cry a couple times while writing it. So buckle up, buds, buckle up. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. But well, my editor hasn't like gotten me notes yet, so like I wrote it completely in a vacuum and was like, "Here you go." Um, so we'll see. We'll see if spin-offs happen. I do expect to see some of the second generation Dark Olympus characters who like don't even exist yet in the second gen Wicked Villains at some point. I have plans for at least one of them, like active plans, but we're not going to talk about it yet. So I have like a like you know that GIF. I refuse to say GIF. That's not a real word. That GIF with
Yes,
Charlie
damn it.
from I know from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with like the murder board behind him, and he's just like, that's me with the second gen series, and I'm like, look, I actually have a board, like a digital board that I'm like, it all connects.
Because the art,
Yes, the end paper art and the reversible art. So this, oh nope, we're gonna show the actual pretty sides. This art and then this art are on the art cards.
so much pretty.
See, there you go, Morgan. That's the way. I have shared pictures of the three ladies who are in like period. I think I've shared on Blue Sky and Patreon and probably other places. Um, and so like, she's clearly not Demeter. She's not a white lady. Um, but yeah, I'm curious on the guesses make me happy because I don't get to I'm bad at secrets, so being able to keep one is very exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, that you've kept that one. It's impressive because you've known for a
Also,
while.
we're 45 minutes in. No one's gonna watch this all the way through later. There's no way. They're not gonna listen to us talk about Leviathan. Um, can we like sneak out the theme? Can we all keep a secret? We're all friends here. Like,
Oh, for season four?
yeah.
I'm,
Just
you're
the
not gonna
just
get me to be the one who's like,
okay.
no, let's
Yes,
not do it.
I listen, I joke drunk white person girl, it's girl, drunk white girl in the bathroom being like secrets. I have secrets to tell you.
Around.
So if you've missed us talking about this shit all over the place, sorry, I get excited and the hands start going. Um every six authors, so Jenny, me, and four authors who we will announce at a later date, um, are all doing one fairy tale, right? We said here's the fairy tale, do whatever you want with it. It just has to be spicy and it has to be an HEA. Um, and so the fairy tale, which like I might have done a little steamroll, but like Jenny was on board, so it's fine.
Oh, dude, I told some people on the cruise, I'm gonna just admit that now, is this circle
Oh,
of trust. We listen and we don't judge. Like, I'm very excited. I'm ready to get the word out because then I can
okay,
start talking about it.
okay, okay. It's Bluebeard. Um, we are all doing Bluebeard remixes. What that means, again, of the stories I know that the authors have told me, the stories like here's my premise or here's my whatever, wildly different. And if you don't know Bluebeard is one of the few fairy tales that takes place after marriage. Like the hero, I prefer Fitcher's. Okay, I'm gonna nerd out on you in a second. For a second, I preferred Fitcher's Bird because that's the Grimm version. Bluebeard's the French version. And Fitcher's Bird, the heroine, is the youngest of three sisters, and she's real smart and outmaneuvers this motherfucker and takes off with his money and saves her sister's post dead body, brings it back to life. In Bluebeard, her like male kin come and save her, and she just stalls until it's time to be saved. Like it's fine, but it takes place after marriage. He's a murderous husband who's like, hey, my beautiful beautiful bride, I am about to fuck off for a period of time. Here's this like egg key item that I'd like you to carry around with you, but don't go in that one room. Anywhere else, but don't go in that one
Don't
room.
open that door. Yep.
yeah, don't open that door. And what does she do? That curiosity, it's so strong. And inevitably she opens that door and he just got a murder room with all his past wives. There's a lot of them. And she drops that item into their blood because he's apparently a messy motherfucker, and it can't be cleaned, right? And so he comes back and he's like, "My love, my beautiful baby girl, whatever, show me the key." And she does, and he's like, "You betrayed me." But in Fitcher's Bird, he's like, "Oh my god, like you didn't," because she leaves it behind, right? Because she's a smart youngest daughter. And he's like, "Oh my god, you left it, I can trust you, and so I love you, and so we're gonna be married forever." And she's like, "Awesome. um I'm gonna kill you, it's cool." So it's just I am deeply obsessed with it, and apparently a lot of other people are too, so I'm
Yeah,
really.
just it's such a fun fairy tale to lean into like the forbidden, but like the temptation of the forbidden, and what does that look like for each author, and like what is the room for each, because it's not necessarily, it's nobody's telling the literal fairy tale, right?
Mm-mm.
So like, and the vibes of the story are so like sort of spooky, sort of menacing. There's like something more going on than meets the eye initially, and it just, the layers of like, they're all sort of sexy dark romances, right? And the layers that you can get in there with those themes are just like delicious. And the authors that we've handed this to, it's
They're
oh,
like, "Cool, take the football and run in different directions, wildly different directions." And I'm like,
oh my god. Yeah.
I've loved all the Bonkers books. Like, we have picked, like, we've worked with really great authors. They've really written really great shit. And then, but this is the first time, I think, because we're all writing the same story, that like it's like, I want to see what you do with it. Like, I am so pumped to see, because like we all see those criticisms of like, this person copied this person, and it's like a trope that everyone writes or whatever. And like, I
Like,
want to
this
be
is
like, we have.
overdone. I'm like,
No, we're
I'm
going
a
to give
beer.
six authors the exact same source material and say, go forth and see what happens. And like, it's going to be six wildly different stories, because that's how storytelling works. And yeah, I'm just so excited. I'm so pumped. I just sent them like, "Please fill out your art briefs today," and did mine. And I'm like, I can't start mine yet, but I am ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having so anyways, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Unless you were on that cruise, in which case, secrets.
Yeah. I mean, it was the other authors. It's fine. They, it's fine.
I've talked about it with people. I just haven't
Yeah.
talked about it on the internet somehow. So like, the fact that I haven't is a small miracle. Like,
But I'm, because of the like the forbidden and the whole mystery and the whatever, like I think when we reveal the authors, we've had some sort of fun ideas for what that can look like. And like probably the backers of this campaign might get to like go on a little adventure to have it revealed.
are you going to open that door? How are we going to simulate a door to open? I don't know yet, but it's on my list. And yeah, because by the time we fulfill, I think we'll be about ready to like properly announce the authors. And like, we like to do that with like, here's the fulfillment for the last like Kickstarter. Like, we want to reward you, in addition to all the cool shit you get, like, here's a sneak peek at what's coming. And whether that's like a quiz, like, or
We
whatever
dropped a
that
whole
leads
book
to stuff.
one time.
We did drop a whole book one time. Yeah, like, we have one person doing, these are all very generic oversights, because I don't actually know the full details yet, but one person's doing FFM, so two ladies and a guy in like a gothic type situation. One person is doing monster with like apparently some non-con, which I'm deeply interested to read. Um I'm
Just read some other
doing.
non-con from that author, and I am ready.
Oh,
Like,
really? Oh my god. Okay, that book was already so high in my. Anyways, no spoilers. So, and then I'm doing mail. So we talked in Patreon a little bit about what my premise was and stuff. I didn't like, I shared like the image, like, what do you think it is? Which I felt was very clear. People guessed. So I didn't confirm, so it counts. But yeah, I'm writing male, male,
Abs-
female that's like sort of monstery and kind of like a Jekyll Hyde kind of way, which is I find very interesting and maybe a little cheating trope. I don't know. Cuck, cuck, maybe a little cuck. Um, we'll just see. We'll find out together. And and one author, I actually have no idea what they are writing, but I'm really excited about it. So um and then one is doing, again, I'm not going to spoil it because the premise is the spoil, but like a really interesting take that's like on a kind of an old trope that like I don't see very often in romance that I'm really excited to because this person always like comes at stuff from really interesting angles. So I'm very pumped to like see what they're going to do with this one. I'm like, yes. I'm
yeah.
selfish. This is for me. You
I
guys,
very much like Katie's idea where if you don't open the door, you get a special gift, and if you do open the door, you just get a different gift.
ooh, I don't even know how to simulate that, but we should. But like,
I,
don't we want to reward forbidden curiosity? Don't we want to? Like, you want to see. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know. We're gonna have fun.
yeah, yay, I'm excited. But thank you
Yes.
guys for hanging out with us.
Yes,
This
thank
was
you. Oh my
fun.
gosh, this has been so fun. And we will be doing another live. I think our last one is like as we close out the project together, just kind of like this sort of thing, like chatty stuff, what to expect. It'll all be written out, so if you miss it, you're not going to miss any information. Um, yeah, yeah. We're not ready. I'm not ready. No one's ready. Ooh. And now we're trying to like figure out covers and stuff and like what that's going to look like. And like, I'm very excited.
Yay.
How
No,
many
thank you
trivia
guys for
questions will
having.
there be, Jenny?
We've got 8 total planned, but that
I
didn't
think we might need
include
to do
the I'm
more.
fine. So we didn't want to bombard people, but now I'm like, if people think it's fun, we could maybe do like more than one in a day.
I mean, we could do like, I mean, we could, yeah, we might increase the number we initially had planned because we didn't want to like, again, bombard, but if people are enjoying it, then we will give more.
Yeah.
Today was a shit show in so many
I'm sorry it was a shit show,
ways.
guys, but I'm glad you came
Yeah,
to hang out with us
yeah,
and you made our days better too. So,
yeah. All
yay.
right, we're going. Goodbye. Oh, if I, oh no, nope, it's cool. There's so many buttons to push.